What is up, YouTube? My name is Luke and welcome back to my channel. Today we are looking at Rainbow Road. This deck had a presence in the meta about a year ago. It kind of fell off being played. Now we don't have Sky Fields, so people assumed it was bad. I believe it still had some play and expanded. The expanded variant's a little different. You play Ho-Ho in it. But yeah, Rainbow Road is back, it seems. Andrew Wambolt over at the Charizard Lounge posted a great article on it with his list that he used at a League Cup, and I believe he made it to top 8 with that list. I'm not exactly sure how much farther he went with it. But yeah, if you want a full deck analysis on Rainbow Road, the new version at least, you can go over to the Charizard Lounge, and the list and matchups and some information on the deck is written out over there by Andrew Wambolt. I'll just go over the list really quick because, like I said, the Charizard Lounge's article is more in depth. Let's go over the deck real quick. We've got one Oranguru, making you somewhat end-proof at the end because you can draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. Sometimes that's good. Even at other parts of the game, you can empty your hand with things like Ultra Ball and then draw a couple cards. It also is colorless type, which is one of the types on our bench, making Rainbow Force deal more damage. Next, we have 2/2 line of Pawniard, Bisharp. Bisharp is a dual type, Dark and Steel, which is good for Rainbow Force. And it also can deal a lot of damage to Gardevoir GX because of its Steel type. It doesn't one-shot it with a Choice Band because it's also Dark type, and Guardy is resistant to Dark. But with a Choice Band and a Kukui and Retaliate being at full effect, you can one-shot a Guardy GX. This is the main attacker of the deck, Xerneas. Rainbow Force for Fairy and a double colorless. It does 10 damage plus 30 more for each different type of Pokemon on your bench. So, with a bench of 5 and 2 of those Pokemon being dual type and the 3 other Pokemon being different typing, that does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 220 damage, plus a Choice Band will do 250. That can knock out anything, even a Metagross GX. So yeah, Rainbow Force hits for really high numbers. Then we have a 2/2 line of Joltik Galvantua. We use, I don't know if there's another Joltik, but this one has free retreat, so we use this. Galvantua is dual type, and Double Thread's also really cool because it does 30 to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, applying weakness and resistance. So you can hit Octillery for weakness, you can hit Ho-Oh for weakness, you can hit Greninja for weakness. This is a really good attacker versus Greninja. We play 2 Lele for Wonder Tag to get a supporter card for consistency. Energy Drive's an okay attack, and it's also Psychic type, so this counts. This is our Psychic Pokemon to put on the bench. Then we have Volcanion EX. This is just a bench sitter for its dual typing to make Rainbow Force do more damage. So that's it for the Pokemon. We got 4 Max Elixir for Energy Excel, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Super Rod. So this isn't exactly the Charizard Lounge's list. I made a couple changes. One change I know I made was I changed Special Charge to Rescue Stretcher. I definitely think Special Charge will be useful. I also think Rescue Stretcher will be useful. I want to see which one I like more personally. Now, I don't have the Giratina promo that negates Break's abilities on PTCGO at the moment, but in my real-life build of the deck, I also took something out for the Giratina promo, but I'm not sure what it was. It might have been the Lily, but the Lily's actually really nice. Alright, next for Ultra Ball. Consistently get the Ultra Ball. It's just a great card that's in like every deck. 1 Bridget. This is great on the first turn to get 3 basic Pokemon to your bench. 3 Guzma, because it's a great card, and you don't have Versus Seeker anymore, so 2 wouldn't really cut it. The 1 Lily, I wouldn't have personally thought to put this in, but it is in the Charizard Lounges list, and it's pretty nice to have because you don't always want to use Bridget on the first turn, because sometimes you just open with a bunch of basic Pokemon you can bench, so then you can just Lily until you have 8 since it's your first turn. 4N, 2 Kukui to make the Bisharp damage better against Guardy GX, and it buffs every attack, so sometimes you won't be hitting for as much as you want with Rainbow Force, and Kukui can help that. 4 Sycamore to consistently get it. 4 Choice Band so you can consistently have it and be hitting as high of a number as you can with Rainbow Force. 2 Floatstone because you want your Xerneas on the bench sometimes to hit Max Elixir, so then you want to Floatstone whatever's active and retreat to your Xerneas. And then 4 Double Colorless and 9 Fairy Energy to make those Max Elixir odds better. Alright, so that is the deck. Let's get into some battles. So, I'm not sure if I would consider this deck, like, on the tier list or anything yet. I think it just, like, broke out this past weekend in League Cups. But it's definitely a rogue deck that should be expected to pop up here and there. Let's see. Water, Fighting, Fairy, Psychic. This is probably Gardevoir. He's using a Sylveon deck box, I think, so maybe we'll see the Sylveon variant of Gardevoir. Yeah, I would love to go first. Alright, we'll have no basics in our first hand. Right now, in testing and choosing my decks for Connecticut and whatnot, pretty much my criteria is, can it beat Gardevoir, and if it does, can it also stand a chance against most of the other meta decks? So if this is Gardevoir, that's an important matchup to be testing. Alright, I think we're just waiting for them to take their mulligan draw. There we go. Alright, and we're playing against Gardevoir. Sweet. This is a favorable matchup for us, which is very good for the deck. We will bench a Rangaroo. Wonder Tag. Let's see if that Bridget's in here. And it is. So we're going to Bridget. Definitely getting a Xerneas down. Possibly 2 Xerneas. I'm going to want a Xerneas, a Pawniard, and something else. Let's get that Pawniard. Let's get that Xerneas. 1 Xerneas is prized. Let's see what we have. So we have Electric, Colorless, Psychic. We cannot get the Volcanion with Bridget because it's an EX, so if we did, that would be the only Pokemon we're getting. Gardevoir. I'm going to get another Xerneas. It's good to have one in the active and one on the bench, so let's do that. Attach for turn. And they could always retreat to a Lele and kill our Joltik. I really don't think that'll happen. But let's retreat the Joltik to Xerneas. And we'll pass. Next turn, all we really need is a double colorless energy to get started. And then we'll be probably taking knockouts from here on out if we can keep momentum. We'll see an N. That's giving us an extra 2 cards. And we'll just see a retreat to Beacon. Alright, so they did not have too great of a setup, but they've still got something going. And we don't have an N currently to get rid of what they're beaconing, so they should probably get set up next turn. We do not have a double colorless energy, so what could we do here? Guess we can start with a max elixir. Get that guy on our benched Xerneas. Let's see if we could get any cards out of a Rangaroo this turn. If we Ultra Ball away 2 supporters, attach a choice band, we could draw 1. And then draw 2 more with Kukui, increasing our odds of getting the double colorless energy. So let's Ultra Ball away Lele and Guzma, get a dual typer on the bench. I'll get Bisharp first because he's really good in this matchup. Let's evolve that boy. Instruct for 1. Let's see if a Rangaroo pays off. We got a Joltik. Alright. Professor Kukui for 2 cards. Neither of them are double colorless energy, so we're just going to have to pass. But we do have the end for next turn. It would have been nice to get that turn 2 Rainbow Force off, but our opponent isn't getting too fast of a start either, so I think we'll be okay. Evolve Kirlia and attach energy, bench a Diancie. And they're going to play N again, giving us another chance at our DCE. And there it is. Alright, so we're ready to go this next turn. We've got a DCE, another choice band. I'm not sure if I want to use that max elixir. If we end up sycamoring, I'll use the max elixir. No, we got an N, so we're gonna end their beacon searches away after we attach this. We don't need another choice band right now, so we'll just hold on to it so they don't get the value off a field blower. And we see another dual typer. This is a really nice setup. So we're going to be hitting Rainbow Force for a lot here. 220 damage. Knocking out their Vulpix, and we end away their beacon searches. I realize I'm probably drinking coffee in every video. I drink like 2 or 3 cups a day probably. On a good day. Alright, so we'll see a Rare Candy to Gardevoir GX. Secret Spring and Energy down to the Gardevoir. We're probably going to see them try to get the knockout here on Xerneas. Something I'm considering is maybe fighting Fury Belt in this deck so you can force them to attach more energy with Gardevoir, and also you won't get one-shotted by Golisopod GX's first impression. But the choice band's really important against Metagross and sometimes Gardevoir and the high HP GXs. Alrighty, we don't have any free retreaters right now. Oh, we do have Choice Band, Retaliate, Kukui to knock out the Guardy. That's actually sick. Let's go with that. So like I said earlier, Choice Band or Kukui alone does not get the Retaliate knockout on a Guardy GX because they're weak and resistant, but both Choice Band and Kukui are successful in knocking it out. Let's play Kukui. Let's Rescue Stretcher that Xerneas back. Always nice to have two Xerneas. So when one attacks, one's on the bench getting ready. And we'll Retaliate for the KO. 260 damage. We do have a large hand here, but none of these cards are a double colorless energy. So we might have to go for the attach a fairy, get a max elixir. I really don't like attaching 3 fairy energy to attack, but sometimes you gotta do it. Alright, we'll get end to 3. Find an N of our own. I would say we have a pretty nice lead here. All we need to do is find a Choice Band and we'll be knocking out this Guardy next turn. Actually, no, I think we would need another Pokemon and Guardy. Yeah, we would need another Pokemon, one more type to bench, and Choice Band DCE. Let's send this guy up. We're going to try to get that DCE this turn. Alright, we got a max elixir. Let's play that. Put that on this Xerneas. We will attach a Choice Band. I think I'll instruct now, maybe take that hope of getting a Sycamore. And we got the Sycamore. Let's get 7 cards. Hopefully one of them will be double colorless energy. We whiff on the double colorless. Alright, so let's attach this for next turn. Play down the Volk. Give ourselves a free retreat. And pass. So we are losing a Xerneas this turn, and we did miss a turn of taking prizes, and we are going to have to attack with a 3 fairy energy Xerneas. A couple setbacks, but next turn I think we'll be one-shotting their Gardevoir. So yeah, we'll need one more Pokemon on the bench to one-shot the Guardy. Alright, they're going to bring up Galvantula. They're trying to get rid of one of our dual typers. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 150 plus that. That's 160. Alright, we're going to have to Guzma here. We're not going to be able to kill the active Guardy this turn. Alright, this is a really convenient draw because we need to get another dual typer down as fast as we can. So let's attach here. Get another Floatstone down. It's also convenient since it's Pawniard because Bisharp, as we saw a couple turns ago, is really good in this matchup. Instruct for 2. And we will Rainbow Force for the KO. Alright, so we have a prize lead right now, 1-3. We only need to get one more prize card. See the Field Blower, probably on the Choice Band. No, they're going to get rid of both float stones. Okay. Do we go for the risk of getting double colorless and send out Xerneas, or do we send up something else to wait for a turn? I think I'll go with Xerneas, because we can bench another Xerneas. Unfortunately, they took care of both of our float stones. Alright, let's super ride. We want to see a Bisharp, and we want to get an energy off of our max elixir. So we'll do one Bisharp and 2 fairy energy. Let's see if both of our Kukuis are gone. Yeah, both Kukuis are gone. How many DCE? 1 DCE is gone, so we have 3 more left. Let's bench Xerneas, max elixir. We'll hit that. Now we can Lily for 4, but we probably won't be able to draw anything off of Rangaroo. We only have, okay, we have a 19 card deck. I think I'll Lily. And we whiff the double colorless again. Let's attach that. Ultra Ball. Joltik and N. Get the Bisharp. Instruct for 1. Max elixir. Alright, so we've got this Xerneas ready to go next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe we'll just need a choice band to kill it, and we have 1 choice band left. They're going to go for the Guzma here. Okay, so we already have a choice band on the Xerneas. They're not killing. Unless, oh, my bad. They can just go for an EX here, I think, and win. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're going to get the kill here on Lele. Alright, that was a pretty good game. We whiffed energy a couple times when it was really important. But their deck ran more consistently, and they came out on top. Alright, and into the next game. So yeah, the problem with Rainbow Road, I think, as we just saw there, is you need to consistently get a Fairy Energy and a DCE onto Xerneas every turn, because it's only 120 HP, so it's super easy for them to kill. So if you can successfully Max Elixir, DCE, retreat your active, attack with Xerneas, every turn you're probably going to win. But if you miss a turn and you get a Xerneas stuck up there, and you make a couple risky plays and then miss the energy, you're probably going to lose. We'll be going first again. Against a Psychic and Colorless deck. Alright, we take a mulligan. Start with Pawnyard. Alright, so we're playing against Drampagarb. We're probably just going to go for the Bridget here, so that Lily isn't going to be used on turn 1 to its full power. I think I will get 2 Xerneas and a Joltik. We have 2 Max Elixirs, so we can potentially have 2 Xerneas a third of the way there. Joltik, since Pawnyard is already out, and we'll get 2 Xerneas. Max Elixir. We whiff on the first Max Elixir. Energy just aren't complying with us today. And we whiff on the second Max Elixir. Beautiful. Well, that's what happens when you play cards like Max Elixir, I guess. Sometimes you just don't get lucky. Now, Drampa's really easy for us to knock out, so that's good. If we can actually attach the energy necessary to attack. We'll see a turn 1 Lily from our opponent. Ultra Ball, probably for a Trubbish. There's the Trubbish. They're playing the Stomp Off Trubbish. The Acid Sprayed Trubbish is probably always better. And we'll see a Big Wheel GX on the first turn. Our opponent shuffles their hand in and draws 10 cards. Let's see what we're going to do. I guess we can just attach a fairy to this Xerneas and not rush into things. We could try to get the Floatstone DCE and kill the Drampa, but I think I'd rather go for a secure setup here. So let's attach. Let's just Sycamore here. And we really don't need anything this turn, so let's Lily. Keep the Ultra Ball. Alright, we can evolve, so they will need to proc the extra damage on Berserk to kill us. We can evolve here, and Ultra Ball, evolve Joltik, and draw a couple cards off of Orangaru's Instruct. Whiffing 2 Max Elixirs is just so unlucky. We'll see a Floatstone. I'm not sure if I want to attach it to the Bisharp. I think we'll just hold on to it, because we might need it next turn, so I don't want it to get field blowered away before it's useful to us. We'll see the Garbotoxin. So we really don't have many powers worth shutting down in this deck. It's pretty much just Wonder Tag and Instruct. So that shouldn't hurt us too much. What really hurts us is not getting the DCE. That's our big enemy. Alright, they have a big turn since they did that big wheel GX for a 10 card hand. Super Rod, a Garbodor, Trash Lance, and an Energy. And then they're going to Hala. Shuffle their hand in. If they use a GX attack, draw 7. So they're getting 7 cards off of Hala. I guess if you plan on using Big Wheel GX on the first turn, Hala isn't that bad. But N's probably better every time. N's just, you know, it has utility. You can put your opponent's hand down to a small number. Hala can't do that. Alright, so we will attach this here. Attach a choice band and pray to the gods of double colorless energy for that card that we need. And we whiff the double colorless energy again. If you ever experience yourself having issues with drawing the energy when you need it, this deck is not for you. I don't even know if I really want to do much of anything here. Yeah, we'll probably just hit him with the pass. I could have discarded a lot. Attach some choice bands, go for the instruct. But that would be discarding our supporter for next turn. Putting 2 choice bands down, getting them field blown this turn. I don't know if that would have been worth it. Might have been. But it's just a casual game. And I'm going for the secure setup this time. Since in our last game I made a couple risky plays, and that was our downfall. Alright, we'll see the end, giving us a fresh hand. Maybe with a double colorless energy in there. There we go. It exists. It's times like that when you start worrying and you're thinking to yourself, did I forget to put double colorless energy in this deck? But we do have it. And now we can get rolling. Attach DCE. Bench Volk for extra damage. Let's attach a floatstone to that Volk. And we will Rainbow Force. Actually, 5 cards in hand, 5. We don't really need anything. I'm not going to end this turn. Rainbow Force for the knockout. Alright, they're going to need to get some damage on a benched Pokemon if they want to start doing full damage with Berserk. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items in the discard, so Trashulance is only doing 100. They will end us, giving us another DCE. This is the best day ever. We might get to use 2 Rainbow Forces 2 turns in a row. That would be sick. They will play an Oranguru of their own. Trashulance for 100. Let's get this DCE there. Get him ready. We'll end. Our hand isn't anything special. Alrighty. We got that Guzma for next turn if they don't leave a GX out for us. So let's just Rainbow Force the active Garbodor. Take a prize. Alright, now this deck feels like it's kind of flowing. Probably shouldn't have jinxed that. But, we got 2 fully set up Xerneas down. I think this game's going to go our way. We got all that bad luck out of the system when we missed 2 max elixirs on turn 1. They got Poe Town, so they can proc the Berserk damage, damaging one of their bench Pokemon, so that Berserk does 150. We'll see the Acid Spray Trubbish come down. Looks like they're just going to go for the kill with Trashulance. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 types on the bench. That's a kill on a Drampa. I believe we're still at 5 items in the discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Trashulance only does 100. Let's Guzma up a Drampa and kill it. And then unless they Field Blower, Trashulance will not return KO us. We'll get the one with the DCE. And this is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 190 damage. Yeah. Alright. And we're down to 1 prize card. So they'll need a Field Blower here to put an item in our discard to one-shot us with Trashulance. But then we can just throw out a Pokemon, put down Xerneas, Max Elixir, Sycamore, and hope for the Floatstone and double Colorless Energy. Actually, the Floatstone's discarded. Okay, so we might have to wait a turn if they get the kill here. But they cannot kill us with Berserk as they have no energy on a Drampa yet. They could Righteous Edge us and try to stall for a turn. But we do have the Sycamore, and so we do have a chance of getting a double Colorless if they remove this one. Actually, no, they won't be. They just attached to a benched Garb. They got the Field Blower. Okay, that's good for them. So this Trashulance will be for knockout. So we just need 1 prize here. They're maxed out at doing 120 damage right now, so let's send up something to soak a hit. We do get the Guzma, but we cannot Ultra Ball that away, attach Ultra Ball, Max Elixir. Nah, we can't really draw off of oh, Garbotoxin's there. I forgot. They attached the tool to Garbotoxin, so now we can't use Instruct anyway. Let's go for this Max Elixir. We hit it. There we go. We'll put that on Xerneas. I believe we have 2 DCE left. So let's attach this to Lele so we can retreat next turn. And since we're going to Sycamore, let's Ultra Ball anyway. For a Pawniard. So even if they knock out this Lele, if they 140, if they get a Choice Band and knock out the Lele with 170, now that we have another item in the discard, we still will most likely be able to send up Xerneas and hit for the knockout. Alright, we got that for next turn. Let's attach the Choice Band. And And then guess we'll pass there. Okay, so an N to 1 here would probably hurt us. Yep, there's the N to 1. And we get a fairy energy, and off of 3 cards they get the choice band. That's something. Well, I guess all we can do is send up this Xerneas, and because they can knock out anything with Trash Land. So let's see if we get what we need here. We got the double colorless energy. Our luck comes back, and we take the final kill. I don't like winning off of a lucky top deck like that, but if we weren't so unlucky to whiff the 2 max elixirs in the beginning, I think that would have been a different game, so I'd say our luck evened out there. Alright, we are a 1-1. Played against meta decks both games. Let's go for a third game here. Alright, this looks like it's about to be Metagross. Trying to think about what colorless Pokemon Metagross plays. We got just a god-awful start here. A Lele, a Bisharp, and 5 Fairy Energy. Jeez. That's pretty terrible. Oh, okay, it's Solgaleo. Oh, Solgaleo with Rayquaza. That's a deck that's been going around a bit. That's where the colorless comes from. It's the Rayquaza. Alright. So if we can get out of this dead hand, let's put the Joltik down. If we can get out of this dead hand, we can hit the 250 HP that Solgaleo has. Okay, so I guess we'll attach the Lele and pass. This one, I don't think this one's gonna go our way, guys. Maybe our opponent will be merciful and play an N, but I doubt that. Just really bad. All those energy we wanted to see on our max elixir last game, they're coming back to haunt us. Oh god, we see the N. Let's go. This guy's the MVP. And we've got a playable hand on us. This is going to be a match after all. Alright, we'll see the beacon for 2 Cosmog. Bench at Xerneas. Bench a Pawniard. We do have to Sycamore away a bunch of supporters, but it's better than the hand we had before. So I will take it. Yeah, let's max elixir. We'll miss that. Attach an energy to Xerneas. And I guess we'll pass. Alright, so this is definitely better than our first turn. It's not perfect, but we might be able to make something out of it. Excuse me. Ultra Ball for Cosmium. I always forget how to say that one. Cosmoem. And we'll see the beacon. Beacon for another Cosmoem. Cosmoem. I'm probably butchering that Pokemon's name. Alright, let's Ultra Ball. Getting rid of Lily and Pawniard. For... Let's get a Galvantula. And here we are looking for a double colorless energy. That's pretty much the name of the game of this deck. And we got two. There we go. So let's play one of these. Retreat. And we'll take the first knock out of the game. Pretty good prize to get. Just a quick side note, I was planning on streaming on Twitch yesterday, but my computer needs a little bit of work on it. My stream wasn't going to be the frame rates the frames per seconds that I wanted it to be. So I want the stream to be a little higher quality, so I have to do some work on that. I have an old laptop, so that might take a while. So for now, I am just gonna stick to YouTubing the videos. And so I'm doing Rainbow Road today to make up for not streaming Rogue Decks on Twitch yesterday. Alright, and we will see the Soul Burst GX attaching up to 5 energy from the deck to Pokemon in play. Alright, they're at 250. We will need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 7. Alright, so we're going to need to get a Choice Band and some more Pokemon here. Or the Bisharp and the... Volcanion, and then another Pokemon. So let's Ultra Ball. Alright, I think our best plan here would be to Lele for a Sycamore and hope to get Bisharp, Volcanion, and Choice Band. Because our only supporter here is a Kukui, and I really don't want to try to get a Bisharp and a Volcanion. No, that wouldn't even work. So yeah, we're gonna have to go for the Lele here. Let's hope our second Lele isn't prized. It is not. Since we're just going to lose the energy anyway, let's put that there. we'll get the last Sycamore. Because if you remember in the early game, we had to discard 2 Sycamores with the other Sycamore. So this is our last one. Let's see what we get. Alright, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can do 220 with this. So that's not going to cut it. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we cannot do enough damage here to kill the Solgaleo in one shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we would need a Bisharp and a Volk, and we can only get one of them. But let's do what we can here. We can probably just clean up with the Bisharp next turn. Yep, so we missed by 30 damage. The non-GX Solgaleo, okay. Sycamore. They're gonna switch to that guy. Okay. Yeah, that's probably gonna mess us up here. So let's send out this because it has a free retreat. Yeah, this is not looking good for us. So I did say that 250 HP GX Pokemon are beatable with this, but that does not mean we're going to hit the 250 every game. Like you saw, we missed by 30, so we got really close, but I think that's going to mess us up not being able to hit it there. Skyla, if they play Max Potion, yep. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to come out on top here. There goes. This is pretty much the same with playing against Metagross. If you don't one-shot them, they're just going to hit you with the Max Potion next turn. And then kill your Xerneas, and yeah. Not the best. And now we are left with a handful of Choice Band. We'll just pass. Rare Candy down, another Solgaleo. Yeah, they're taking complete control of this game. Oh man, we're gonna see the Sunsteel Strike, 230 damage, killing our Lele. They probably could have just Fangs of the Sun to kill us, but they chose not to. Alright, we can do some damage to them here, I guess. That's all we've got. We'll retreat our Bisharp to the Xerneas. Hit them with Rainbow Force for 190. But again, they'll just Ultra Road and then they can Max Potion that since it wasn't a one-shot. This matchup is not very fun if you don't get the one-shot every time. So yeah, I said I thought this was going to be Solgaleo Rayquaza, but we have not seen a Rayquaza, so that colorless that we saw... Oh, there's a Rayquaza. Okay. Yeah, this seems like a fun deck. It's definitely beating the crap out of us right now. We'll end. I don't think there's much we can do to come back here, but we'll try. We'll see what we can make happen. We could energy drive them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 130, or we could just retaliate. They're gonna have to Ultra Root and then find a way out. So I'm sorry, energy drive would only do 100 because they're not an EX or GX. Yeah, let's go for the energy drive for 100. They are running out of energy now, so that's good. They have 2 Ultra Roads. Okay, so they can just switch around and kill us with Fangs of the Sun. So that was a misplay. Sorry, guys. So yeah, if we put out the Bisharp, they would have had to get a Guzma for that, but I think we had lost that game anyway. Alright, so after 3 games, I think it shows that this deck can really go through an opponent if you get the energy when you need it and you get the right setup and you get your dual types down, but it could also just kind of fall apart if you don't get the combos, the right cards when you need them. The Volk to bench to deal the extra damage, the Choice Band, the Max Elixir, and the double colorless energy. I think it's an inherently strong deck. It just depends on how consistently it runs for you. I haven't done much playing with the deck, so I'm sorry for any misplays. I'm sure there were some. I also, I've mentioned in my other videos, I am trying to play more on PTCGO now that I'm making videos, but I do most of my testing in real life, so I make more misplays online than I would in a real life game. So I'm trying to work on that to make less misplays, but I'm trying to put out content as often as I can for you guys, showing you lists, showing you how matchups work out and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can subscribe to me on here. If you don't have a YouTube account, you can always just follow me on Twitter so you can keep up when I'm uploading a YouTube video. And like I said, I'm going to try to get my Twitch, I'm going to try to get my stream working ASAP, but I don't know how fast that's going to happen. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.